evening everyone. In the last tutorial I have discussed some of the parameters which are used for the data analysis of a company. Let's begin with today's tutorial. You can see here these parameters which I have taken, 8 parameters which I have taken for the reference purpose of the business growth in the liquidity, profitability and the sales of the company. Now I will be telling you what are the definitions of these terms. You can see here sales growth. What is sales growth? Sales growth is the percentage growth in the net sales of a business for a company to know low and higher sales period. Then comes net profit. Here, net profit is the amount of money left after subtracting the total business expenses from the total revenue. EPS, which is earnings per share. It is a measure for determining the profitability of a company. It's a monetary value of earnings per outstanding share of common stock of a company. ROCE percent. Return on capital employed. It's a financial ratio to measure a company's profitability and to know how well the company is generating the profits. NPM, net profit margin. It is a percentage of revenue remaining after all operating expenses, interest, taxes, etc. What is cash flow operations? Cash flow operations or operating activities explains the sources and uses of cash from ongoing business activities. Next one, current assets. What are current assets? You all know the assets which can be converted into monetary form easily is called current assets. One example is inventory. Next is current liability. It is the amount due that has to be paid to the creditor. That are current liabilities like debt, loans. All these are debentures or are current liabilities. Working capital. Working capital is the operating liquidity available for the business. For a business to perform well, a certain amount of working capital has to be there, which can be calculated by subtracting current liabilities from current assets. Now let's move on to the main part of Tableau. In order to determine the profitability, liquidity, and the sales position of the company, it is necessary to collect the data from certain websites and we have to compare it with certain competitors in order to determine where the company stands now. For that purpose, we will be taking the years of March 2008 till the previous year, that is March 2019. Every month of March has to be taken. So let's go to the website which I'm going to take the data, that is screener.in. This is the website. You can search a company here. So the company which I am taking is Hero Motorcorps. You can choose as many companies as you like. There are a list of companies available here, and this site represents the financial data of the company, that is the balance sheet, profit will be displayed here. First, a brief introduction is given about the company, then the market capitalization, book value of the company, return on capital employed, then whether it's listed on BSE and NSE, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. Then the current price, current value, stock per profit per earnings, ROE. All these are mentioned here in the website. Sales growth is also for the 3 years it is 6.08%. Now let's move to the main part. We have to take the figures from this website. Here you can see the competitors of the company. Peer comparison. That are the competitors. So this is our company, Hero MotoCorp. There are two other competitors, Eicher Motors and TVS Motors company. From this data, we can understand who is having more sales, who is having more profit. So the market capitalization is higher for Eicher Motors compared to Hero MotoCorp. And the profit, it's more for Hero MotoCorp. Sales is more for Hero MotoCorp. These are the quarterly results of the company in the year 2018. That is for 3 months, June, September and December. Then previous year's data is also given here. We have to go to the profit and loss account for collecting the data which is required for our data analysis. We have to take the standalone, view standalone, click on this. In consolidated data it will be like overall compressed data will be shown, but in standalone each year's data can be seen. From here we will be taking the sales of every year, that is March 2008 to March 2019. Right click, copy, come to our sheet, Ctrl plus V. This is shortcut for pasting the figures. Again Ctrl plus C. We have to copy these numbers and we have to bring in this column. So click here, right click, then we have to click on this we have to do is we have to delete these figures. You can see here these borders of the cells are gone. So in order to bring it back, we have to click here and click no fill. Now you can delete it. Fine. So the cells borders have come. Here also we have to repeat the process. Which you have to do here is you have to drag down the company's name. Now the years has to be specified here. We are taking March month 31st date in the year 2008. Here now the year is till 2019. Now we have to calculate the sales growth. For this purpose, we have to bring to the second row because we cannot calculate the sales growth for the year 2008 as we don't have the previous year data, that is of 2007. Now we have to click here and we have a formula for calculating the sales, that is equal sign the current year sales minus divided by previous year sales, again whole bracket, to drag down because in Excel usually companies give huge amounts of data like 1,000 companies for peer comparison. For that purpose, we can't calculate each and every company's sales growth or any other parameter. For that purpose, it's a shortcut key to drag down so that it will be easy and instant for calculating all the parameters with ease. Now we have to copy paste the net profit. As you go down below the tax percent, you can find the net profit. So this is the net profit for the continuous years. Control plus C, bring it here. Control plus V, again Control plus C. Click on this button, right click, paste special, transpose, and then OK. Now you have to remove this bold format. For that, click on bold once, then again once. It has gone. Similarly, put no fill button. This is just below the net profit. Delete it. Fine. Now we have to find the return on capital employed. Go back to the website, go below, because we have to measure the company's profitability, which is very important parameter. The ratio percentage. Here you can see the ROC value, and for the continuous years, you have to copy paste these figures again. Control plus C. Go back to the worksheet. Control plus V. Control plus C. Paste special. So you can see that these figures are in the percentage form. So for calculation perfect purpose, it is difficult. We have to make it into the numerical form or number form. For that, you can see in the home tab, here you can see percentage. On this arrow, number format. It is in the decimal form. We have to convert this into the proper number form. For that, what we have to do is, there is a formula, equal sign, select on this number into 100. We have to drag down the figures so that we can get the whole. Bring it to this side, Ctrl plus C, and we can see here there is one problem while pasting. Why? It's because the formula is already there. For that purpose, we have to remove the formula. Do the undo option. First, what we have to do, we have to remove the formula. For that, right click, paste special, click on the values button. Only the numerical part is there. Now we can Ctrl plus C and then Ctrl plus V. Easy. Got it? What we will do next, we have to remove this. Delete it. Next, we have to find the net profit margin. So got it? It's not mentioned in the balance sheet or profit and loss account. So how to calculate? Equal sign. We have the net profit. Net profit. Click on the net profit first figure in the row, first row. Then what we have to do is, we have to divide it. Give the divide symbol by, divided by the sales. Put the bracket, close it with the whole bracket. Then you have to multiply. Doing business activity. We can go down. In the cash flow statement, you can find cash flow from operating activity. Just click on the plus button. You can see from which all activities we are getting this operating cash from the operating activities, which all operating activities are involved. So first one, you can see it is shown profit from operations, working capital changes, taxes paid. From these three operations we are getting the cash. Now we have to copy this year's data up till 2019. Ctrl plus C. Go back to our worksheet. We can copy, paste here. Again copy. Maybe in your worksheets this option is not required of filling the cells. Wait. Delete now. Now if we find the current assets and current liabilities, we can find the working capital. Collect the figures from the same website. Go above. You can find in the balance sheet other liabilities. These are our current assets and current liabilities. What are other assets? I have mentioned before, one of the examples inventories. Then some other examples which comes under assets are trade receivables, cash equivalents. Cash equivalents like checks. We get bank checks, right? Those are cash equivalents. Or bills receivables. Then loans in advances. These are our other assets, current assets. What about other liabilities? Trade payable. One example here is trade payables. So let's copy this current assets up till 2019. We don't need this part because it is September part, September month. We need up till to March month only. Copy, Ctrl plus C, Ctrl plus V. Hope you're enjoying this Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus V, which is the easiest part in Excel sheet. Current liabilities. Make sure that you should not paste it here in the part where the current liabilities or the figures which we have to paste it. You should not paste it here directly because it will cause some problem. I can show you how it will cause problem. If we paste it here, then again you are doing Ctrl plus C. Then if you're doing control like right click and paste special transpose, you can see this tab will come up. That's why I'm telling you should copy paste somewhere below or somewhere side, some of the sides, in order to make sure that this problem does not. In Control plus C, click on the first row, transpose, okay, fill it. Again, we have to apply one formula for finding out the working capital. It's easy. I have told you before itself that you have to subtract equal sign. Click on the current assets first row minus current liabilities. So our working capital for the company in the year 2008 is in negative figure, which shows a bad symbol because the company does not have sufficient liquidity position to run the business. So mostly you can find most of the figures are in negative, only two of them are in positive. One is 64 and one is in the previous year, which can be seen that in the previous year they have a good working capital for running the business. So we have done this much part. Similarly, we have to find the data for our competitor company, any two of the competitor companies. We already have two companies here. I have shown you. One is Eicher Motors and TVS Motor Company. There is one problem here in this company. When you click on the company, you will get all the financial data, but you can't work with the data of this company because click on the view standalone. You can see that the balance sheet and the profit and loss account are showing the months of March, December, like that. There are no continuous years. It's in the same year 2008, then 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But we don't have a continuous format followed here. So it will be difficult for the calculation purpose and for carrying out the data analysis part. And also in the balance sheet, same problem arises because we need the data for March month and continuous years. So what we will be doing is that we will be taking some other company, like I have chosen one company, that is Bajaj Auto, and you can take the data either from screener itself, or you can check other websites like Money Control. So let's check Bajaj Auto. Here it is there, Bajaj Auto Limited. Don't forget to click on the figures. Consolidated figures are not required. Like in consolidated, all the years are compressed. You can see here. And there are difference in the figures as well, but in standalone everything are particular. Similarly, we will be taking the sales of all the years. So we have to write here Bajaj Auto. Is this? So the same process here we will follow. Take here TVS. Just click on TVS Motor Company. You will get all the financial data. Sales, everything is given. So same as before, we have to copy paste, then paste special, transpose, calculate using formulas for the figures of for the parameters of sales growth, then NPM, then working capital. These three parameters require formulas. So I will show you the worksheet which I have made already. So this will be our worksheet. And one more thing which you have to do is that we have to, for calculation, easy purpose of calculation, we have to make all this numerical part in number form. We don't need any decimals here. Fine. So what we have to do is we have to select the whole numerical or figure part of the worksheet. Right click, go to format cells. In the number column, you have to click on the number. Go 2 decimals below, that is 0. Click OK. You can see all the numbers have become in number format. We don't have any decimals here. And one more thing which you have to see is that here in 2008 we don't have sales growth figure, so it's better to remove the first part of this row. For that, we have to remove the formula from this net sales growth column. Just right click, select the column, right click, again go to, what you have to do is Ctrl+C. You have to copy, then right click, paste special, click on the values. Okay, so the formula has gone. cells will move up once you delete this row. Got it? Now after creating this all data, you have to make it into a, you have to fill the borders. Like click here, you can see all borders, click on that, so it will come in borders. So this is the worksheet which I have made already. Now using this worksheet, we will be making the Tableau presentation or business visualization. I will show you the software. So what you have to do is you have to download the Tableau software from www.tableau.com, and then you have to download the Tableau desktop. Install it in your desktop and you will get an icon like this. I will be showing. This will be the icon for Tableau desktop. Once you click on this, you will get a software like this. It will be shown like this. What you have to do is you have to link your Excel file with this software, and you have to carry out the data analysis and representation part. So this is the visualization which I have made for the company, which I have shown in the Excel sheet. You can see here, this is the sales revenue, sales growth. It takes some time because the software is running for like it is linking with the Excel sheet, so it will take some time to connect it to the Excel sheet. So this is the sales growth. This way we have to make graphical representation for the company, and I will be discussing how to make this graph and how to interpret the data in the next tutorial video. So I hope you liked this video and you understood whatever I have taught you. If you have any doubt regarding the Excel sheet or worksheet format, you can message me in the comment section, and also do subscribe to my channel so that you will get more updates and more videos, and also click on the like button and the bell icon next to the subscribe button, and you will be getting more videos from me based on the new projects or new softwares. So let's meet on the next video. Until then, it's me, Shana, signing off. Bye bye.